This is how Swede speaks.
During the last few days, from May 23rd until May 26th, the EU countries elected members of the European Parliament. What were the results of these elections? And what does this mean? That's what we will address in this video. Before we get started, I want to thank all of my financial supporters. This is my day job. Without you, this channel would not be possible. I also want to ask you to check out my website, swedespeaks.com, and to follow me on BitChute. And there are links in the box below. And you know, better safe than sorry, so make sure to check that out. So, as I said, the citizens of the EU countries have now elected members of the European Parliament. Let's have a look at the results and think about what this means for Europe. Let's first have a quick look at the provisional results from the entire European Union. The European Parliament consists of 751 seats. And the group that is especially interesting is Europe of Nations and Freedom. They will get 58 seats, which doesn't seem like a lot, right? However, some of the nationalist, truly conservative and populist parties belong to other groups. For instance, Viktor Orban's party Fidesz in Hungary belongs to the European People's Party, EPP, for some odd reason. Although the Swedish moderates and Christian Democrats have tried to get Fidesz kicked out of the EPP. Among the parties belonging to the ENF, Europe of Nations and Freedom, are Marine Le Pen's National Rally, the Freedom Party of Austria, the Italian Northern League, which is Salvini's party, and UKIP, the United Kingdom Independence Party. Anyway, one thing that I need to point out is that the voter turnout in the elections to the European Parliament is not very high. In the European Union as a whole, according to provisional numbers, 50.94% of the eligible voters voted. The highest national turnout was in Belgium, with 88.47% of the voters voting, and the lowest turnout was in Slovakia, with 22.74% of the voters actually voting. I wonder if the high turnout in Belgium has anything to do with the fact that Brussels is the EU capital, although the EU Parliament meets in both Strasbourg, France, and Brussels, Belgium. Now, let's look at the numbers from some of the EU countries. I will not go through all of the countries, only some of them. The ones that I find interesting for different reasons. However, the results can be found at election-results.eu. In Hungary, which holds a total of 21 seats in the European Parliament, according to provisional results, 52.33% of the votes went to the Fidesz-KDNP alliance, which is a national conservative alliance of Fidesz, or the Hungarian Civic Alliance, and the Christian Democratic People's Party. This is Viktor Orban's alliance, so a big win for Orban. I'm a big fan of Mr. Orban, so congratulations. In Italy, having a total of 73 seats in the EU Parliament, according to provisional results, Deputy Prime Minister and Interior Minister Matteo Salvini's party, the Northern League, or Lega Nord, received 34.33% of the votes. His coalition partners in the populist five-star movement, Movimento 5 Stelle, received 17.07% of the votes. So combined, they have a majority of the Italian votes in this election. In Austria, having a total of 18 seats, the provisional results are 34.9% of the Austrian People's Party, to the Austrian People's Party, Österreichische Volkspartei, and 17.2% to the Freedom Party of Austria, Freiheitliche Partei Österreich. These are the two parties in the ruling coalition of Austria, well, at least until today, May 27th, since the Austrian government was dismissed through a vote of no confidence in the Austrian parliament following an affair involving Heinz Christian Strache, until recently the Vice-Chancellor of Austria and the leader of the Freedom Party. Chancellor Sebastian Kurz belongs to the Austrian People's Party. But in spite of that affair, and the two coalition parties still got a majority of the Austrian votes in this election. France, with 74 seats in the EU Parliament, and their final results are in. The biggest party is Marine Le Pen's Rassemblement National, the National Rally, which got 23.31%. President Macron's party, La République En Marche, meaning the Republic on the Move, belongs to a coalition that received 22.41%. So even though Le Pen's party does not have a majority of the French votes, she still beat Macron's coalition. And let me say this about Marine Le Pen. She is not my favorite. Her fiscal policies are pretty left-wing, and that's not what France needs. However, when it comes to Islam, she is absolutely right, and that's what Europe needs. Okay, let's have a look at the United Kingdom. 73 of the seats in the EU Parliament comes from the UK, and according to the provisional results, the Brexit party got 31.69%. UKIP got 3.56%. To the best of my knowledge, and according to Rebel Media's livestream during May 26th, Tommy Robinson did not become a member of the European Parliament, sadly. He did get 40,000 votes in his constituency though, meaning that he represents more people than the British mainstream media does. Remember, he only ran in one constituency, not in the entire United Kingdom. There are some interesting facts when it comes to the UK votes. Nigel Farage's Brexit party got 31.69%, as I said, while Labour and the Conservative Party combined got 22.76%. The Green Party got 11.1%, which is more than the Conservative Party, receiving 8.68%. So the Conservatives basically collapsed, and rightly so. Their inability to get Brexit through, the speech laws in Britain, yeah, Tories, you earned your loss. And I'm not a big fan of Nigel Farage. He only wants to talk about Brexit. He doesn't want to address Islam. Also, he left UKIP and then he started his own party. And the Brexit party doesn't have members, it has subscribers. So it's a one-man party. But if Nigel Farage can work in the EU Parliament to get Brexit done, well, that would be good news. Poland is represented through 51 seats. The final results are in from Poland. Poland's Law and Justice Party, PIS, got 45.38%. And both the President of Poland, Andrzej Duda, and the Prime Minister, Mateusz Morawiecki, belongs to the Law and Justice Party, which is a national conservative and Christian democratic party. And they are the ones who have refused to accept especially Islamic migrants to Poland, while it should be mentioned that Poland has received lots of Ukrainian migrants. At any rate, a great result for the Law and Justice Party. Congratulations to Poland and congratulations to Europe. So, what about Sweden? Sweden holds 20 seats in the European Parliament. According to the provisional results, the three largest parties are the Social Democrats with 23.6%, the Moderate Coalition Party with 16.8%, and the Sweden Democrats with 15.4%. Swedish mainstream media calls this a right-wing tendency in the Swedish elections to the EU Parliament, with a combined number of 40.9% for the moderates, the Sweden Democrats and the Christian Democrats. I don't really consider any of these parties right-wing, but okay, in the current Swedish context, let's call them that. I'll give you the good news from Sweden. The Liberal Party, who really are left liberals, got 4.1%, and Feminist Initiative, basically third wave identity politics, socialist feminist, got 0.8%. So Feminist Initiative will lose their seats in the European Parliament. Good. I also want to point out that some of the largest demographics voting for the Social Democrats are old Swedes who vote for them out of habit. The Swedish baby boomers, which is a generation that to a large extent consists of radicals, and Muslim immigrants and their descendants. There were also some reports about election fraud in Sweden, mainly targeted at the Sweden Democrats and Alternative for Sweden. But all in all, this election was an earthquake in European politics. Europe is shifting towards the right. Well, some say that Europe is going green. The mainstream media sure will push that narrative. However, the strong current in Europe right now is the right-wing one. Hopefully we will see more of it in upcoming general elections in Europe soon. And that's what I have to say about this. So what do you think? Comment below, and if you like this video, I'd really appreciate any donations. Even $1 makes a difference. If everyone who watched this channel gave $1, it would transform this channel. Just take a look at the links below. But if you really can't financially support this channel, I would be very grateful if you would share a link to one of your favorite videos from this channel on your social media, because ad revenue also helps. Also, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, most importantly, please pray for this channel and remember to check out my live stream on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11:30 p.m. Central European Time. Until next time, have a nice day, thank you for watching, and God bless.